Hi, this is going to be the introduction video for Pokemon Master Deck Challenge. Whatever, I had the Switch open, so I had to do this up. Anyway, welcome. So, the Pokemon Deck Challenge was introduced by Berkey Toby and his channel. I've been with his channel. I'm looking at the capture card actually. Let's move this over here under the back. So I'm actually looking at you, but I'm looking down. So it looks like the camera's below instead of above. So I'm not looking to the side. Wait, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, it was introduced to me by Berkey Patobi, last year? Like, last September? Like, late last year before Sword and Shield was announced or revealed, I guess. So, the first game I started with was Auras, but the Sword and Shield was the next game and I had to switch. So I basically just took that as a plus and picked up the Switch, picked up Sword and Shield, and then started building all the games as I was going through. And that was cool. Now I have a 3DS, I have a DS Lite, I have a DS Original, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I have all the Pokemon games. I did that on my first episode, which will be the next one. As in, yeah, the first episode of this playlist type deal. And I usually have my laptop here. As you can see, I have YouTube kind of opened up because I'm doing this video because YouTube itself didn't have anything interesting to watch. Because I watched everything. I'm on there live. I'm not streaming. I'm watching YouTube. Show you. That's what I do. So, as I mean, I was like, I'm bored. I want to play more Pokemon. So I just wanted to do more Pokemon games. But I'm like, that means I gotta record. Well, okay, fine. More content. So I was like, before I get started, I want to do an introduction video that will be at the top of the list for new people. If you're new to the channel, watch this before watching all of the other stuff because I'm going to try not to the first few episodes I'll reiterate some stuff, like what games I have, what I'm working on, whatever. There'll be a list to my right, so technically where this hand is, over here, there's going to be a big list when it shows up, and I'll get to that in a second. I have the exact same list on my computer, on my laptop. Sadly, because my tower doesn't have a Wi-Fi chip, I cannot technically stream everything, meaning everything is going to be in recorded format, except the 3DS. Now, there's a problem with that. I have no 3DS capture card at the moment. As of September 10th, I have no capture card for the 3DS or the DS Lite. I'm working on it. I have like a few things I'm working on first, and then I will get to it in probably about like a month or something. But I do have two cameras. I have a camera on my laptop that's built in, and I have a little camera similar to what I have now. For my tower, I have a Logitech 720C. It's this bad boy. This is the one I have. This is the box for it. It runs at 720p only, at 30 frames per second. So it works great for capturing footage and everything like that. It's good. It does some kind of has some latency. I think it's because of my capture card. If I have higher video format, it will get blurry, it will get messed up, it will get pixelated. So I keep low settings so my tower can record and stream and all that. So that's one thing. Two, because I don't have a 3DS capture card, I have two options to do. I can either wait and do Generation 4, 5, 6, and 7 later after I get a 3DS and a DS capture card, because I don't think the DS will run on a 3DS with the capture card installed. I don't know for sure. I could be totally wrong if it... But I'm getting the 3DS first to test that theory out. I do have the Snicker Stream stuff and the stuff installed on my 3DS to make it work. However, I only have 6 frames per second, and this camera's at 30, so you can see it tend to be like very pixelated. It's not good, and I would need Wi-Fi for it. When if I had a normal capture card for the 3DS, by like Loopy or Katsukitty or somebody, it would normally work. It's just my stuff just does not work. I need to have the official, but good working stuff. So that's one option, is to wait till I can get a capture card for 4 through 7. However, I have 2 cameras. The C20 that I just showed you with the box. It's the one that this is actually running on. I have another one over on my table in the kitchen that I use. It's a 1080p, but it's really cheap. A friend of mine has let me borrow it. It doesn't have the best quality. If you've seen my gold Let's Play streams for the Master Decks for Shiny Hunting Ho-Oh, and a few other videos here and there recently, as in within the month of September, in the August or September. They were very bad and very spotty. The lighting was bad. There was a lot of things wrong with it, and I just don't have a 3DS capture card. So I have that option if I wanted to go for a little bit less quality, but still good gameplay. Like, you can still see the top screen, you can see the bottom screen. I like having the double screen set up, like one up here, one below over here somewhere for the top screen over here, and the bottom screen on the bottom right, and then the list off to the side. I'm looking at the capture card, which is like right kind of, that's it. It's right there. So I have that option, but that will be the option for the Generation 4 through 7 games. So Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Black and White, Black 2 because I don't have White 2. That's coming in the mail in October. X and Y, I might do that in 3D, depending on how bad it is. Probably not going to be good. I have Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and all of Sun and Moon, and all of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Them, what is that? 3, 5, 9, 13, 17 games, and its entirety will be on, that's including the ones I don't have, which is Heart Gold and White 2, will be on the camera itself with no capture card at the moment. But because I still want to get through a lot of them in the order of generation, meaning I have to start with Generation 3, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And as you've seen with the video itself before for the Leaf Green Challenge, which actually starts tomorrow for the Let's Play, and the Sword and Shield videos, and the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Let's Play. So I have Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu for the version exclusives. I have Sword and Shield for the and the Isle of Armor, so I have the DLC for that. For Generation 8 Shiny Hunting, and the Isle of Armor Shiny Hunting. indexing. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald will get in 5 leaf green, which is and Coliseum and XD, and the Coliseum bonus disc, and Pokemon Channel. So I have that too down there. I'm looking under my TV. That's like down here, below everything. Them 6 or 7 or 8 games that I just listed for Generation 3, I do have, and I do have my GameCube literally right here. I'll just take this down. Right here, the GameCube with the Game Boy player with leaf green in it. And then the games are actually over here. So I have Coliseum bonus disc with the GBA cable, Coliseum and XD and Channel. And these are actually a close-up of all my other Wii games that I plan on playing. And I also have these 3 up here, which are Sword and Shield, and Let's Go. I normally just keep the cases and have the games in my little baggie that I keep right here. This one has all my games in it, so it's all in one spot, and if I lose it, I lose everything. But if I have it, then I'm good. I could just pack my 3DS, and there's a little pouch in here. That's meant to be for the 3DS right here. So, a pouch right here. This one that I'm like messing with. I put my Switch now, and I'm not using it. And I have a bigger pouch, pretty big pouch for the Switch. And the 3DS stuff, I have 2 zippers that I can put games in, or small booklets or something. And I've showed you guys this already today, but I will say it again. All the games on here. I have all my other Switch games on this side, and down below here I keep my Game Boy Advance games in there. So this is Ruby, or Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Sapphire. And Ruby is somewhere. I don't actually, no, Ruby's over at my DS on the table. So currently I'm only working with White 2 and her gold. I went to go get her gold today, but it was a fake. It was a fake cartridge. He wanted $55. I was like, no way, that's for fake. A, that's too expensive, and B, I now know what one looks like. Is I have a fake Soul Silver. The White 2 I'm buying should be real. I think it's real. I didn't get it. I seen a little picture and it showed what it was. It doesn't come with the book case or anything, but that's fine. And then a good friend of mine is selling Heart Gold and the Poke Walker, which is the last 2 items I'm going to be getting. But since I still have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Fire Emblem game, all the Gen 3 games to go through before getting the Platinum or even Silver, and I still would need, for better quality gameplay, I would have to have the 3DS capture card, and because I have a new 3DS XL, Loopy doesn't do the 3DS XL, he does the 3DS, meaning I would have to buy a 3DS normally, like the original 3DS, send it to him and then get it back within like a month or something. So that's my plan with the 3DS. So again, I'm behind, I guess, right now. So just a little bit. So I'm hopefully working on trying to get that capture card done probably by the end of October, is my guess. Yeah, by the end of October it should be fine, which means I probably would have to get a hold of my phone too, but that's a different time for a different day. So after me saying what everything is and the reasons I have as kind of a prerequisite to this situation for the last 15 minutes, um, what is this challenge? What is it? Well, Birdkeeper Toby did an awesome video on it. You can probably find it. Birdkeeper, actually, see if I can give you. If you Google search Birdkeeper Toby Master Decks, right? Here's the top two videos, now actually because I don't have this. Top two videos is probably not really it, I guess. I gotta show you, but the top video he has, it was 6 months ago because of the Outlaw Man of 100 DLC. It's the very first one. It has 41,000 views 6 months ago. Contact community and all that, thanks to Kingdit and everyone there. He did announce a video. I will recap mine. So let's start with his first. He did a video explaining what it is. He wants to challenge to get every Pokemon from every generation. Meaning, Kanto from Kanto, Johto from Johto, Hoenn from Hoenn, all that stuff. Meaning, if it's Pikachu, and these come from a Kanto-based game. Well, you have like 5 different Kanto-based games. You have Red, Blue, and Yellow. You have Fire Emblem Green. You have Let's Up Pikachu and Eevee. You have the second half of Heart Gold and Silver, and you have the Gold and Silver, which Heart Gold and Silver and Gold and Silver doesn't count because they're Johto-based games. For the Johto games I just explained, Heart Gold and Silver, Ruby, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, same with Ruby and Sapphire, and Emerald, and Fire Emblem Green, and Colosseum XD, Channel, Jirachi Disc, all that, all that Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire box. All of that in Generation 3, Generation 4 is Diamond Pearl Platinum, and Heart Gold and Silver for, like, Rayquaza. It's technically a Gen 3 game, but you're supposed to get it in the post-game of Gold and Silver to add it into more of a challenge, because you need to have Heart Gold and Silver for Groudon and Kyogre in the same game holding the orbs that they need to holding. They're talking it's a long sequence to get Rayquaza instead of getting it in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, or even Oris, which I'll get to that in a second. Because it's a story-based game, it's just, you're kind of just there. It's just here, have Rayquaza, versus something you have to beat the whole game in Red and then get it. It's a long process, and there's like, oh, that's harder, let's go. Diamond Pearl Platinum, Heart Gold and Silver, Heart Gold and Silver remakes, just like Fire Emblem Green, so they don't really count. So, unless you're doing the gender variants, which again, talk about that later. Actually, I wonder if I have a capture for it. Not a capture, but a, doc. Doc's outdated because I haven't had an update for it, possibly. So if it does load, I will show you guys what I'm talking about. I wonder if I can do the other one as well. They're both just loading. It doesn't even give you a thing for. Anyway, and I have no way to like transfer it. I guess I have the version on my tower, which I would have to find as I'm talking to you. So yeah, you get the picture. All the games need to come from the original regions that they were first found in, with some exceptions here and there because of the difficulty that they're in. It's due to wave. That's not the master decks. I have it on this tower. I swear I do. I just don't know where it's at. So it's in the P then. Master Zippo. I don't see it, so it would have to be under an actual file. I have literally my mic right in front of my face too. I knew to look at the Gen 8 draft. I knew I had it on here somewhere. And the Apache loads up. I'm gonna do a quick source here, because this is only my face cam, but I'm going to do a quick little thing here, just real fast. Alright, so it's black for now because it's wrong, but I'm trying to get the, well, whatever, that's not gonna work. Let's do this instead. Alright, so I'll just do this instead and just minimize that, take that out. Sorry about that, I need to open this Apache now. So this is what it looks like. Stage 1 requirements are no longer a deal. The stage 2 requirement is the main thing. And as you can see, it's pretty in deficit here. Like, Raichu needs to come from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon special instead of the original region. What I've done, this is a Gen 8 draft, so it's not exactly the original, it's not the updated version, so I have the original before Sword and Shield, I think. No, after Sword and Shield, but before we got the known G-Maxes and stuff like that. So it was very little Pokemon here. We just had the Alchemy form and some G-Maxes that we thought were in the game due to events. I have a more updated version on my laptop, but since my Wi-Fi doesn't have it, it's whatever. So as I'm scrolling, you can see where they're coming from. As these can come wherever. We now have G-Max, these two G-Max Charizard, G-Max Blastoise. It's very much updated. We have Kefri, Urshifu, and Dude. This is the downloaded version I have that I was working on. This is what I had at 47% before the update. And because Helen kind of counted at the time, now it doesn't. So, Sword and Shield look normal, Go look normal, Any look normal, Cinnamon, all these were normal. Even now, they're pretty relative. X and Y, you have Greninja from the demo, which what I did is I took the Greninja demo that we got and stuck it at the bottom and made this an X and Y. So mine has a lot of the original plus more included. These Dream Radar games go to the bottom of down in the version exclusives, so they would go like right here in this area. You have the Tan and Incarnate, which is fine in Dream Radar. This is what it would look like. But the original, meaning the one up here, I had let's go back down. I had these still as black 2 and white 2, but I had these moved to the bottom as a extra version kind of thing, because you can get them in black and white, but you also need to get them in black 2 and white 2 and the Radar games. So I kind of have more to do. So that's an explanation of that, along with all of the index. So the ends Pokemon in Black 2 and White 2, you can get ends Pokemon that he had, and you can kind of trade it up, and they will look it in. I actually have the Zora I had, plural, past tense, had it because I deleted it because I'm streaming every single bit of the way. Snow Temple Special from Pokemon Platinum. Battle Revolution. Oh, that's more doubles. All of these are doubles. So we used this to stage 1, meaning the very top of it, and then stage 2, but now it's just caught or not caught. Or evolved or not evolved. So it's the same all the way around with this GBA insert Gengar, which is from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Yeah, I had the Game Boy Advance inserts for the Game Boy, meaning there might be a small little increment that is going to be back quality. Sorry. They incorporated Pokemon Go for the regional lock for different kinds of Pokemon. The Gold, Silver, and Crystal Shiny Gyarados. Instead of getting the original and Rainbow and Yellow, why not get both? The Frosty Rays Shiny Dratini, the Shiny Gilbert, the Mew, all of this big stuff that we have. That's why I flipped out about my Mew in the first episode. Go watch that. A lot of Pokemon Go stuff, but for mine, I have the Go versions and the originals. However, the Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Ruby Alpha Sapphire, when Birdkeeper Toby updated it for the IR Armor and the Crown Tundra, he did away with all the remakes. So my whole Ruby Sapphire Emerald, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Dex doesn't count anymore. The version exclusive does, but the Dex doesn't. And now since I have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Violet, and Leaf Green and all the GameCube games, I'm not going to worry about Oris either. I'm going to go the whole way. Same with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the remakes. Did away with all remakes and just focused on the game for the living Dex. However, even with Diamond Pearl remakes, the version exclusive, the variants down here, I still count them as a Cantonian game instead of or whatever region they came from as the base for gender variant, because it's not a hardcore living Dex. The living Dex is the main strict. The form Dex is game strict, not remake or original strict. So that's the big instance of the whole challenge. On the main one that I had, we have 1,500 Pokemon that we have to catch. I think in this one there's about 2245, which isn't right anymore. Just go ahead and this, let me post back up here. That's not Discord, but that is. As you can see, I have half the camera here. So, yeah, that's the main decks. So when you're like, what is that's the main challenge. Basically, get every Pokemon from every original generation from start to finish. Virtual console and everything. Meaning if they give you a virtual console, Red Blue, Ruby Sapphire and Emerald, and Fire Red Green in January, which is a hopeful rumor, I am not going to use them because you can bring a Pokemon from Emerald, a Gen 3 game, load with those, hook onto Silver with the Power Park, to Black and White 2 or Black and White with the Poké Transporter. I don't know why I was blanking with the Poké Transporter in Black and White 2 and Black and White. And then being Pokemon Bank and the Transporter. You know, use Transporter, bring one box up at a time, bring them in the bank, save it, close bank, go back to Black 2, trade them all up. It's a lot of switching in and out of games, so it's a lot of work to get all of your Gen 3, 4, and 5 Pokemon, which is, 252 in the Pokedex for Trico, to Kyurem, since I have more letters in the section. I have the Mythicals. So then I think that's like 586 or 640 something. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's numbers. Anyway, that big chunk up. And then with home, you can go to Transport Pokemon. Select no 3DS. And it will transport every Pokemon in your home data to home. And your bank data to home. Without a 3DS, without a phone. You just need your Switch. So, for that instance, I think you can do it with phones too, but I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. And then you would have to transport it up. So, my plan is to have everything in the bank, meaning the Cantonian Pokemon, the Johtonian Pokemon, the Hoennian Pokemon, the Sinonian Pokemon, the Unova Pokemon, the Colonian Pokemon, and the Alolan Pokemon, and home, in the Gen 8 format, as much as I can, at once. And then just transport up all what? 900 Pokemon? 800 Pokemon? Trying to think of how many I would actually need. It's probably, well, if I go back to this scene right here, which shows you here the master stats, this is a good transport Pokemon. So the original forms, original decks, as you can see with the pointer right here, has 50 of 893 in Sword and Shield home. Throughout all caught Pokemon, and them are Pokemon that are in my deck challenge on the laptop. I have no form decks down here, way down here. I have no form decks. There's 577, so if you add the two together, you would get about, I think in this instance, you would have about 1,470 Pokemon, hit or miss. on the bottom of the generation deck, it's 1476 because on the spreadsheet, every Pokemon takes up a whole line going across. And there's that many lines going down. So to take out a couple of them, probably like 3, we're looking at about 1,470 Pokemon for what you see below me right now. The big list. That does not include any Shiny Dex Pokemon, which will give you the exact same numbers as below. Minusing Mythicals, minusing any Pokemon that were event exclusive that are Shiny locked. So X and Y, Shiny hunting them, like Exonius and Yveltal, you have to Shiny hunt them in Ultra Space, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because they're Shiny locked in Generation 6. Gen 6 is the first game to Shiny lock Pokemon. So I cannot physically hunt them in Gen 6. Sabi.net/Shiny locked. I think it's the URL, but Sabi has a Shiny lock. You can just be like Shiny lock, all Shiny lock Pokemon, Sabi.net. Boom. And it'll pop up and I'll show you all of, I think there's like 30 or 40 Pokemon that are Shiny locked from the very get-go. Meaning you cannot hunt them, just like the SOPs and EV starters or the Ultra Beast and Sun and Moon, the legendaries in Sun and Moon, Kyurem's one, event legendaries are not specifically shiny or locked. I think Deoxys is also locked. The Oris legendaries are locked. Let me actually just look. That's just all the ones off of my head. So, yep, second one, Shiny Hunting Fandom, but the second one is Sabi.net. So, some of them are actually in-game Shiny locked. Meaning they will, in this case, they will always be shiny. I'm looking at it literally right here. You have the Shiny Gyarados and Algonzo Silver, Gold Silver and Crystal. You have the Gibble and Dratini in black and white, holding the EXP share, giving you 2 of them. I'm actually, right now in Black 2, working on getting my Shiny Gibble in Black 2 from Benga after beating him in the Black Tower. But because I'm doing everything live now, for the very start of the game, meaning I have to move all of them Pokemon up to Generation 8 in my extra category and then resetting that game, meaning I'm putting that all over again. You have the Shiny Haxorus and Unova and Black 2 and White 2. How you get it is you have to see all the Pokemon in the Unova decks. Meaning, I think there's like 305 in that dex. So seeing all 305 at once. Once you talk to, you'll get the license item from the professor. You go to the airport and talk to the attendant in Metropolitan City. She takes you to the nature preserve for Pokemon. However, in the middle of the sanctuary is the rare Shiny Haxorus. Caught at level 60, it will be your OT and your ID, meaning it's your Pokemon. It was a wild Pokemon before you caught it. And it will always begin to shine. Event on an unobtainable shiny Pokemon. These are event shinies and event locked. And Gen 4 5, nearly all non-shiny red Pokemon were coded not to be shiny. Whatever. You have the original cat Pikachus from the anime, meaning original, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Colors, and Alola. You have the Event Dratini, the Event Keldeo, which I have both, Event Meloetta, which I have, the Fancy and Pokeball Event Vivians, Hooper and Volcanion Event, Cosmog and Cosmium is code not to be shiny whatsoever. Magearna, which you get through the QR codes after beating Sun and Moon, which I have. The Pokeball event Magearna, which is after you beat the National Dex in home, you will be gifted this Pokemon and cannot be shiny off. Marshadow, again in the event, Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, Kafu, Urshifu, and Zarude for Generation 8 are coded to not be shiny whatsoever. So if they're shiny, they're fake or hacked. Shiny Locks, meaning these Pokemon will never be shiny no matter what you do. They're coded not to be shiny, and this is where they are located. Black and White. Starting with Black and White for the very first games. You have Zekrom and White in In's Castle and Dragonspire Tower, the 2 places you can catch it. In's Castle, and then if you kill it, it will be located after you beat the Elite Four. So Zekrom and White, Reshiram and Black, and then Victini and the Liberty Guardian with the Liberty Pass. So technically you can never get a shiny Victini in Generation 5, which is sad. So I'm always like fiddling with my hair. And Black 2 and White 2, the only 2 Pokemon shiny locked are Reshiram and White 2 and Zekrom and Black 2. Meaning in Gen 5 you can never get a shiny box ordinary being Reshiram and Zekrom. In X and Y, meaning the X and Y games, it's Zapdos, Arcanine, Moltres, and the Spirit Den. I actually have a memory that every time I see Moltres in X and Y, I found a wild Moltres on the daycare Puffin Palace route, whatever. It's like the long route where you back and forth because the daycare is on it. And yellow flowers is a randomizer just right there, and there's a random. I was like, whoa, this is awesome. I think it was like a wandering Pokemon or something. Mewtwo in the Hidden Village, and the box legendaries. So Xerneas, Salvata, X and Y respectively, and Zygarde and Terminus Cave. Never be prone shiny. Yeah. In Oros, it's the box legendaries again, Kyogre and Groudon for Alpha Sapphire and Omega respectively, Sky Pillar Rayquaza and Sky Pillar Deoxys. Meaning, if you want a shiny Rayquaza at all, you have to get it from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald with the soft reset, and that gives you a 1 out of 8,000 chance of actually getting it, meaning you're soft resetting for it. I don't know if you can get Deoxys in Gen 3. I think it's like an event thing that I never found out. In Sun and Moon, oh my god, the list is so much bigger. You have the Tapu Kokos in the respective area. You have the Lake of Moonlight and the Lake of Sun Cosmog. You have Segolia and Lunala, Nagano, Buzzword, and Sun, Famosa and Moon, Circuitry in the Jungle, Cecistella or Celesteela, and Moon, Katana and Sun, Guzzlord, Resolution Cave, and Necrozma on Melemele Island. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is the definitive games, there's also some shiny logs. You have Zygarde, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, Finny, Cosmog, some Solgaleo, Lunala, and Necrozma. All of my shiny logs. The taboos are in the same spots as the original, same with Cosmog, same with Solgaleo and Lunala, and the Mahalo Trail. Nope, actually different. At Mahalo Trail this time. The Mount Wanakawa from Necrozma and Resolution Cave that you find Guzzlord at in the original game. So all of them are the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon shiny logs. It would never be proven to be shiny at all. Also, Pikachu and Eevee are the only two Pokemon, all games that have the starter shiny logs, never be shiny. But the rest of the game, meaning all of the other Pokemon, all the other 151, because a Mew can be shiny in this case. I don't know because it's actually a Pokeball Plus thing, but all the other 150 outside of that can be shiny. And then, in Sword and Shield, we also have the starters that you pick. Only the starter that you pick will be shiny locked. If you breed them, they can be shiny, meaning that is shinyable. The G-Max Pikachu at the meetup spot. The Wurchhurst encounter of Slowpoke, Snorlax. The meetup spot for Gigantamax Eevee. The Battle Tower Techno. The Gift Route 5. Daycare Toxel can never be shiny. Jason and Zamazenta and the Energy Plant. And the Eternatus. And the DLC, you have Squirtle and Bulbasaur. If you breed them and then give it to G-Max Soup, they'll be G-Max, and they can also be shiny. Cutthrough, since it's a legendary, you cannot breed it, and it's shiny locked, so you can't get a shiny Cutthrough or the Urshifu lines, meaning you can't breed for either, so you need to play it multiple times. Luckily, I have another exploit to bring others in and do all that fun stuff. So that's in there. Raichu, hold on. Meowth, Slowpoke, Vulpix, Sandshrew, Raichu, Marowak, and Zigzagoon, Rowlet, Ulet, Popplio, and Diglett all gift Pokemon for the Field of Honor. In the Cross 100, Armor DLC. So that gives you 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 28, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So roughly 70 Pokemon will never be shiny ever. And 4 will always be shiny. So that gives you a 75-ish Pokemon that are shiny locked. And by definition on this uncertainty. Until they physically release it to be shiny. Yeah, 75 Pokemon. Meaning if I was to actually add them in, you can't. However, I think Jirachi, I didn't see a Jirachi on this list, meaning that can be hunted. Mew was not on this list, so that can be hunted if you wanted to. All of them are on the list. You do have your normal catch combos, your Dex chaining, your normal Masuda method, and your standard method of 1 in 8,200. I'm rounding up because the 8,192 is like, it's 8 off 8,200, just say 8,200. So that gives you a complete hour rundown of the full challenge that I'm starting and doing as of today. I started it, so I know a lot of information, I know a lot where to get things and where things are coming from. So you're going to start seeing probably 2 episodes a day. Because I play it my 3DS all the time. This is going to happen. Meaning I'm going to stream a lot of this. I'm going to record and stream probably 100% of it. Meaning, there's gonna be days where I'm just like, I don't know what to talk about, what to do, what to say. I'm just here to play Pokemon. I can't stream on my tower. Everything is through my tower. That's just how it's gonna be. I'm literally going to be... That's it. That's all I can do. So, be ready for longer episodes, long streams, very intermittent breaks, meaning me eating means the bathroom, having to step outside, having to get a break, jumping jacks, whatever. A lot of like inconsistent days and streaming. A lot of just me on the couch with everything laid out in front of me, playing this games all the time, and me mumbling. If I'm mumbling about something, forgive me because I'm probably thinking out loud. A lot of just random, like, just me sitting here, looking at it and playing the game. Be ready for a lot of repeatedness, because I repeat myself a lot to get a point across and everything. Please give this video right here, the one you're watching, a like, because that helps me know how many people have actually seen it to this point. And comment below if you see it. Tell me what time you left. It'd be great to know how many people are actually watching it. Right now, I think 80% of my viewers are not subscribed, or is subscribed. I don't know. The algorithm. I don't actually have Wi-Fi right now. I did, but I did for that one page, and I think it got turned off. At 7 o'clock every single day, it gets turned off. I'm currently working on trying to get home Wi-Fi for my tower, so I can stream and record and do things that way. I can have, more access to everything. I do streams on twitch.tv/Yoshino. That's Tatsuki. The links are going to be in the description as of every video. And currently, right now, I'm in the middle of playing Shield in this case for the probably second time playing through it. And Leaf Green is going on right now just to beat the game. It's all been live streamed and recorded every bit of the way except for one time. And there's a 2-hour increment that I was farming nuggets on Nugget Bridge from the last year at the very top. He gives you a nugget and then you lose, you go back to the PC and you go back and you lose and keep doing that. I did like 100 nuggets, giving me like $150,000, I think, meaning a lot of Pokeballs and a lot of stuff that I can keep going instead of like having to worry about payday or something not working. I could just play the game and buy the balls that I need, or even great balls or ultra balls or whatever comes my way. I plan on shiny hunting the birds and in Leaf Green, meaning a lot more resets and stuff coming up. Which I don't even know how the resets work. If you reset due to the button on the console, or if you reset due to like soft resetting, like on the 3DS, where you hold the L and R buttons and start and select at the same time. The system soft resets to the title screen, or on the virtual console, you click the bottom screen and you just reset and press yes and off away with it. So, I don't know how the GameCube works. So, I'm intrigued to find that out. I know soft resetting on the Switch means closing out the game and booting it back up. So that's the way. Anyway, this will be up tomorrow, I guess, because my laptop basically pooped out on me. It didn't poop out, but the Wi-Fi shut off, so I can't upload anything right now. Also, by the way, yeah. I don't remember what I was going to say, but yeah. Whatever, yes. So, probably tonight I'm going to probably do another 2 to 3 hours. Because if I don't, I'm going to end up playing my Game Boy, my 3DS, and playing Pokemon and watching TV. I'm working on the Master Dex Challenge I'm supposed to stream for. So, or record for, meaning kind of just, if I play Pokemon, I gotta be home, I gotta be on the couch. If I don't, even if it's just breeding and grinding, gotta stream it. I gotta be dedicated to every second of this challenge being on it. Cause I don't wanna like be on a road trip and I get a random shiny. It's like, oh shit, well, I don't have this on footage, so doesn't count. And if I'm shiny hunting for a legendary, meaning that legendary doesn't count. Especially with Gen 2 and how abysmal Gen 1 and 2, 1 through 4 and 5. I think 5 too, I had full odds, so if I get shiny full odds, and you know, it doesn't count. My whole Let's Go Eevee playthrough I have to basically redo for the Master Dex. And these are all going to be in date format. Meaning, this which in the playlist, this episode will be first to explain the full in detail of what it is and what's going on and how it works and what's shiny and what's not and everything like that. And then the one I did earlier today that's up right now will be the second video in that playlist, but the first one in theory. So it's like a stay late type deal. I'll actually set it to being public early. Probably in the description, yeah, it's streamed afterwards. I'm saying that now, but people don't watch it all the way through. So it's like, oh, there's an explanation after. Whatever. Anywho, yeah. I'm down and ready for this. There might be major breaks in it, in a lot of them, because I stream after the Wi-Fi goes off. It sucks. But then I upload it the next day or the day after or whenever I'm like, I need to upload that. Nah. Then I'll do it for like 3 days, and you're like, oh, so you have 6 episodes that are 3 days late. It's like, okay, and since all the content is gonna be like me rambling like this, I'm doing it. It's happening. Okay. Anyway, yeah, all links in the description like normal, and I will see you guys later. Good night. Actually, I'll see you guys in a bit because I'm doing more ducks hunting for short and short. Anyway, bye. Thank you guys for watching.